Hi folks, so this is the August 2017 Gentleman's Box unboxing, and kind of a special Gentleman's Box. Now, if you're a frequent viewer of the channel, I've mentioned several times in the past that I have family in the mid-Michigan area, and a few weeks ago made mention in one of my videos that I was going to be going up to visit family, and the folks at Gentleman's Box, who are based out of Royal Oak, sent me a message saying, listen, you're going to be in the area, why don't you come down and pay us a visit? So last week, while I was on holiday, I did exactly that. So drove down to Royal Oak, spent some time kind of hanging out with the folks at Gentleman's Box, and they were teasing the box. They were like, wait till you see what's in it. Wait till you see what's in it. Wait till you see what's in it. So I am especially anxious to see what is in this box. Now, what I can also tell you is I have two special Gentleman's Box features that I have to work on this week to get up on the channel. The first one is just kind of a tour of the offices, kind of a look behind the scenes at what they do, the facilities. Absolutely love the layout. It has a very Silicon Valley vibe and feel to it. That kind of culture. The other thing is, and I'll talk a little bit more in depth when I actually do this video, but when I was kind of hanging out there, one of the CEOs came up to me. We talked for a few minutes. He said, we watch your videos. We appreciate the feedback. And he gives me this this wooden cigar box, and he says, so we've got some products in here that we're kind of considering putting in future boxes, and we like your feedback on it. So I have a one-of-a-kind Gentleman's Box that I'm going to do an unboxing for this week. So if you don't want to come in for the tour video, you will absolutely want to take a look at the, I guess we would call it, I don't know what we call it, the audition video, the focus group video. But anyway, so this, meanwhile, is August. So Gentleman's Box, what they are is an accessories subscription service. So what you do is you send them a certain amount of money every month, and in return, they send you a box with very awesome stuff. Now, again, if you've watched the channel in the past, one of the reasons why I really like Gentleman's Box is there's nothing in there that is, I guess we would say, size prohibitive. So, myself, speaking as a fat dude, there's some subscription services that I just can't partake in because for some reason they can't procure materials over 1XL. Sometimes I'll get 2XL, but I'm kind of a 3XL dude. So everything here, unless it's sunglasses, sunglasses I'm kind of hobbled. I've been hobbled since 10 years old, but theoretically everything in here I can wear straight out of the box. Now what they do is they theme it around a particular individual. Sometimes it's a real person, sometimes it's a fictional person, but the idea is all of the accessories, everything in here fits that particular theme. So let's go ahead and open this up and see. So the theme, I think I see why they said I was going to like this, is honoring our favorite space officer. Now, I have no idea. Again, you've seen my videos. I do half gentleman stuff, half nerd stuff. The only space officer I can think of is Green Lantern. And, after that Ryan Reynolds film a few years ago, kind of a toxic license right now. But let's go ahead and take a quick look before we get into the stuff. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. There could be spoilers in there. Hold that thought. So the first thing we have is from Bricks Milano. We are pleased to announce a special offer in partnership with Bricks Milano, exclusively available for Gentleman's Box subscribers. A world-renowned Italian travel bags brand. I do enjoy a good bag. Bricks has an elegant selection of handcrafted pieces to complement the traveling gentleman, and I do a lot of traveling. So now through September 5th, 2017, as thank you for being part of the world of Gentleman's Box. I guess viewing the video, you're kind of a part of that world by extension. Enjoy 55% off an item of your choosing Online only, Brickstore, BRICSTORE.com. Enter code GENTLEMAN at checkout to save. So I am absolutely going to check them out when I am done with this video. In the meantime, I'm going to get in here and see what we've got. So, the first thing I see, a pair of socks. And the sock is from Wolf brand. That is especially pleasing to me as I am a recent graduate of NC State University. I am a newly branded member of the Wolf Pack, I guess. Anyway, so the socks are green, and again, I say this, I'm kind of under my yellowish fluorescent lamp here, but from what I'm seeing, it's a paisley pattern, kind of a dark blue is the dominant, green, and we have some kind of gray, green, and orange paisleys. And of course, we want to give the calf check. So the elastic feels like it gives pretty well. Again, I always have to put the disclaimer out. I am morbidly obese, 300 cough pounds. Anything that I put on my calf is going to leave an impression. But the elastic definitely feels like it's at least going to be a little merciful. I've worn some dress socks that were actually painful to wear just because the elastic was so tight. But this actually feels like it should be decent. So let's go ahead and hit the next thing. So the next thing is a tie. And as I make this video, it is late in the evening on August 13th. I am about 11 hours at this point in time away from the beginning of back to report for the semester, for the fall semester, which means that I'm going to be back in the button-down shirts and ties, and this is going to be a very nice tie. Just a simple green with, again, I'm kind of looking at this under the yellow. It looks like it's a green and black. I'm wondering if the Space Officer isn't Green Lantern. I see a green motif across the two. This is from Gentleman Collective. The fabric itself, it's got a very nice heavy feel to it, but it's not fat. If you watch some of the Gentleman's videos that I've made in the past, some ties are just not happy with some tie clips, and it actually looks like, even if I put the two of these together as such, so it looks like, this should work pretty well with a majority of the tie clips that I have. Again, the colors are very, they're very accessible. I can't think anything, green is a good neutral, black is a good neutral. I should be able to wear this pretty much with any button-down that any button-down shirt. I just did a 13-hour drive. Part of me is still somewhere on like 77 in West Virginia. The rest of me will get to Raleigh at some point in time, I promise. Let's see here. We have next from Brickell Men's Products, Clarifying Gel Face Wash with aloe, germanium, and coconut. So the scent profile is definitely interesting, especially coconut. Coconut always has a very unique fragrance. And, ooh, I do like the smell. I'm not picking up, if I really focus and think, I can pick the coconut up, but really what's hitting me is the germanium. And that was kind of my fear when I said coconut. A lot of the times that coconut is a base scent, the coconut just overpowers everything else in the ensemble. And this is actually the opposite. What I picked up was the smell of the geranium, but very, very subtle coconut. So in other words, if I'm kind of smelling and I'm thinking, do I pick up coconut? I can pick it up in the back. But like a lot of products that have coconut, it's not that overwhelming. It's not the first thing that hits you with the scent. Let's see here. So I see two more things in the box, and one's in a bag, and I got to go for this, if only because I got converted to Slim Factor wallets from another company that I subscribe to. It's over on my bookshelf. I as soon as I got off the road, I put my keys and my wallet on there. But it's kind of starting to show its age just a little bit. And I was kind of starting to think, it's not quite wearing out, but it's going to wear out soon. I was kind of thinking, maybe it's time to replace that Slim Factor wallet. And this is the replacement. So this is from Modern Made Man. It is definitely leather. It passes the leather sniff test. Again, one of the issues that I have with leather that I get in some of these boxes is it's really not leather as much as it's an artificial leather. But this once upon a time was a real cow. I'm assuming it's a cow. It's got the smell. It's got the feel. It doesn't have that kind of waxy feel to it that a lot of the artificial leathers have. I'm seeing kind of one big pocket and two smaller pockets. And again, we have to remember that this is leather, and leather will stretch once you put a couple cards in there. So I am really, really, really liking this Slim Factor wallet. Man, this so far, awesome box. So the last thing we have is a small bag from Gentleman's Essentials. And I think I know what's in here when I grabbed it. If it's what I think it is, ooh, no, it isn't. So, okay, it kind of is. So my original thought, when I was feeling it in the bag, I was like, it's prayer beads, the usual tiger's eye assortment. But this is kind of I don't know the stone. I own it. I was never a geology kid when I was growing up. Some kids when they're growing up, they get like the rock tumbler and they polish them and they know all their stones and everything. For me, the only stones that I know are like, the British guys who came over in the 60s. But the bracelets, so it's a prayer bead bracelet, but it's not tiger's eye. And I actually kind of like that because it's not that tiger's eye is bad. It's just, at this point in time, I probably have at least, 2 or 3 kind of brown-hued prayer bead bracelets. So, if anything else, the diversity in color is really kind of a nice change here. So I gotta say, I'm really pleased with this box. Man, Shane, you were right. I was going to be happy. I was going to be pleased. This is some awesome stuff. So let's go ahead. Now that I've kind of taken a look in here, and let's see what we've got. So our favorite space officer. The first thing that I saw was the welcome from Paige Young, the digital media designer. Thank you for choosing to enhance your style with the Gentleman's Box. Since I last connected with you in Gentleman's Post, my role has changed to digital media designer. My job is to produce designs, photos, and videos to help grow the Gentleman's Box community. And you didn't hear this from me, but maybe when I was visiting, we might have done an interview that at some point in time was going to wind up on their channel. So if you ever really wanted to get to know me beyond the stuff that you see in the videos that I post, go ahead and give them a look on YouTube, and I am sure they will have that video posted soon. August marks the end of my favorite season, as well as my birthday month, August 28th, just saying. But this month's Awesome Box has the perfect accessories to help bring a spark to the end of your summer. The summer was an exciting time for us because we launched 2 new subscription services. We now offer Tie of the Month and Sock of the Month. Head over to our website to learn more. If you ever have any questions, comments, or feedback, please feel free to email me at paige@gentlemansbox.com. I love hearing from you. And absolutely, Paige was really great on responding to email when we were kind of coordinating my trip up there. So, let's see here. Our honoree is well known for playing a half-human, half-alien on the most successful sci-fi series of all time. Throughout his career, he played this character in 109 episodes and 8 different films. Okay, got it. It's time to think like no man has thought before. This month we honor our favorite space officer. All right, got it. I was off the mark. I was thinking officer. I wasn't thinking military officer. I was thinking more, cop, police. Born March 26, 1931 in Boston, Massachusetts, our honoree grew up working odd jobs to support his family. He discovered his passion for acting at the age of 8. He would continue to study his passion for acting throughout the rest of his childhood. In 1966, he played the role that defined him for the rest of his life. Yes, to the point where in the 70s, he actually wrote a book called I Am Not Spock. And then in the 90s, he wrote a book called Yes, I Am Spock, or Call Me Spock, or something like that. His famous role took the media by storm. While the show aired, he successfully advocated for equal pay for his female co-star. Aside from acting, he had many other passions, including photography, poetry, and film directing. Many of his works live in art galleries and museums. He used the same camera he built at the age of 13 for the rest of his life. Did not know that. In his later years, our honoree and his wife opened a career center at, good grief, Beit Shuva. I know I mispronounced that. I'm sorry. In Los Angeles. Before he passed away, he accomplished many things in life. Our featured gentleman wrote 7 poetry books, released 5 albums, and directed 7 films. His final tweet read, "A life is like a garden. Perfect moments can be had but not preserved except in memory. LLAP." And of course, how could we not forget the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins? You know, I will, when I'm putting this together, I will put a URL for that. If you're at all familiar with Leonard Nimoy and you have not seen the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins, you've got to watch that. It was, I guess you would say, a music video before we had music videos. So, moving on to our stuff, we kind of have our guide put together. All right, let's see here. So, Wolf Clothing Company, the highbrow socks, retail $14. And again, one of the things that I like about Gentleman's Box is, someone like me, I've kind of been doing this for a while. I kind of know where and how things go together. But, if you take a look here, they kind of give you a guide with some colors, things to pair it to. And that isn't to say that, you can't break from it. But I think the myth and the stereotype is that a lot of men don't know how to dress. A lot of men don't know how to coordinate. So, for guys who are in that position, they're kind of offering a hand up by talking about, colors you can complement it, things that you can pair it up against. The tie, $29. And they also have the style. So, some different styles that you can wear it with, from very casual to ultra formal. So let's see here. We're going on to our next page. The Modern Made Man wallet, $48. Gentleman's Essential Earth Bracelet, $19. The Brickell Face Wash, $7. And I'm just kind of flipping here. The Career Center, How to Wash Your Face, 5 great ways to end the summer, finish your summer project, go to a comedy club, have a barbecue, head to the beach, plan for the fall. Social giveaway. Here's how to enter. Solve this anagram. Naval event. You know what? I'll leave that one for the folks who are subscribing. I'll get you the bricks offer, but this one, let's kind of keep this in there. Now, if you want to subscribe, again, I will put a link down in the URL. Gentleman's exclusive. It's wise to own many watches for different occasions and outfits. That's why we're offering an exclusive deal on our Defined Men watches. Choose any Defined Men for $30. And again, I gotta say, that watch was like probably one of the biggest surprises that I've gotten. I've been doing unboxing videos since March of 2013. I realized I've been doing this for 4 years now. So in 4 years of doing these, it's kind of starting with one product and expanding out to the group that I work with now. That watch was like the single biggest surprise. Like, when I opened it up and I saw what it was, but also the nicest. I'm still just, I'm giddy. I love that watch. To the point where I've actually kind of been considering. I got the Apple Watch, which I kind of need because it pairs with my smartphone and kind of gives me notifications. But I've actually kind of thought about maybe putting the other wrist on, or more appropriately, putting the smartwatch on my non-dominant hand and putting the nice wristwatch on my dominant hand. But anyway, there we go, folks. That is your August 2017 Gentleman's Box. At this point in time, if you'd like to go ahead and subscribe and see these on a regular basis, if anything else, I got 2 exclusives coming in. The tour of the Gentleman's Box offices and the box of stuff that they want me to look at and give them feedback on. And I figure, if I'm going to do it, I can at least show all of you and let you share in that. So by all means, hit the subscribe button down here. I am trying to be more interactive with people. So if you want to go ahead and leave a comment, please do. I will try to go ahead and, at least like or respond or do something. So I'm not just the dude who pushes out the videos, but I actually try to interact with people who are interacting with me. I figure that's the least I can do, right? So anyway, there we go. I will see all of you next month for the September Gentleman's Box. So until then, be good to each other, stay safe out there.